So this is part of the walk near the river, and there's these strange metal sculptural elements with lots of bougainvillea, which is really pretty. And we have one of Australia's stranger creatures, newly imported. They claim that they're trying to keep out exotic creatures, but
somehow
we want to stay back a little bit because it's possible that it's a dangerous thing. I mean, we've got over here some more indigenous creatures. Sorry about the zoom. This is the sort of lizard that could take out the lizards of Florida. Except maybe the ones in Boca Grande. I hear they've got some big iguana type things, but again, much taller. You can tell that it's exotic. Comes from a similar subtropical climate. Let's see what it does when we get close. Oh, wait, it could bite. Can we provoke it and make it like move? How does it like its new home?
It finds it most agreeable.
Yeah.
Here, yes. It's this is fall.
Yeah.
It's fall and things are in bloom.
Yeah.
And it's nice and warm. Obviously, we're in the t-shirts and already breaking a tiny bit of a sweat, which is fine because I feel comfortable.
What time of day is it?
What time of day is it? It's morning.
It's morning.
Yeah. What time is it? That I have no idea.
It's like 9:30 here. We can see the filmmaker in. Oh, hello. Yes, I can see myself and you. Very nice. It's a utility that we found now here in Australia with John's glasses. Is that we can use it such that the filmmaker becomes part of the film. Shall we stroll and see if we can find some of those giant turkeys that?
Yeah, they roost just right up here. Or they were roosting just right up here.
That will cause our cousin JB to go ballistic and think, man, oh man, if only I had my crossbow.
Yeah, turkeys in the city.
Turkeys in the city. Wasn't there a Sarah Jessica Parker show called Turkeys in the City?
It sure was.
Yes, I think there was. So yeah, this area we walked through yesterday. We were not up for filming because we both were more than a little loopy, as one might expect, having had about 6 hours of sleep in about 4 days. We walked through yesterday and saw all manner of different birds and crazy things. So what we figured we'd do today was, as our first video post from Australia, is walk around the park and see what we saw and post this back to friends and families in the States. And so that, while it's getting warm there and seems kind of, roasty, John spotted something. Yes.
It's very like a banana spider.
Welcome to Nature Geek Land.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a lot like a
I can't quite
golden
find it in the
Weaver.
camera.
No?
Nope, not yet. So instead you're getting some plants.
And let's see. No,
That's a branch, that's not a spider. Haven't quite got this down yet. So you just get pan of plant. Yes, if this doesn't cause you to become ill.
Okay, so there's this closest maybe. There we go.
Pan back out and see.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just, there.
You want it now? Yes.
It doesn't seem to want to resolve. But anyways, There's a spider. It looks an awful lot like a golden orb spider. Do have a lot of... I promise we'll get better with the zoom over time. A lot of very, very tropical plants. It looks an awful lot here like Miami, only hillier. This part's not really very hilly, but where we are staying, super hilly. Looks kind of like if you went out sort of Geary Street area in San Francisco, for those of you who have spent some, time in the city with the cable cars. Anyways, they have really big crows. The crows are like the size of a house cat.
Yeah, almost the size of a raven, maybe.
Which is crazy. They have a lot of seemingly like random architecture. Like suddenly you have these sort of sunshades, which is nice, especially say for us yesterday when we were caught in a sort of slow drizzle. A lot of water features for a place that has issues with water, which I'm not really sure that I quite understand, except that they have a lot of signs talking about it all being irrigated with reclaimed water, which is lovely.
Or as they call it here, recycled water.
Or as they call it here, recycled water.
And I think David Sloan would agree with that description as well.
Yeah. So this path covered with the bougainvillea vines and sort of playful metal sculptures, this is a public park. It's open, like there's no restriction to getting into it at all at night. Here we find an elevator to, we're not sure quite what yet.
Oh, down?
They do a really nice
maybe
job
there's
of
a
having...
bus stop downstairs?
Oh, that's true. They do a really nice job of having these sort of information signs with like what's around and what you could find. And you'd think, like, again, being from Florida, that you were in a resort. Because everything is super clean. Like, I haven't seen much trash at all.
Could be a car park.
Any place, yeah. Could be a car park. There are not a lot of parking lots here. But again, they have this wonderful signage. It's all like, oh, here you go, Alan Olivas. All like, here's this neighborhood, here are the rules. And then this is what I think is really fantastic. They'll have like a list of things that are nearby and where they are within, say, this map on the other side, which makes it really pretty easy for us, just having gotten here, to figure out how to find things, which is just fantastic. I feel like have all sorts of information. And then kind of like they have at Lake Eola in Orlando, they have this sort of, here's what's going on, and information about what's going on in the area. John and I are headed to, speaking of what's going on, we saw a poster yesterday for a Nick Cave art exhibit at a performing arts center. And evidently all of the museums here, at least in Brisbane, are free, which we're really excited about. Because we haven't quite figured out conversion of money. Like, we have converted money, but looking at prices, it's very, very confusing. Like, they had Garnier Fructis shampoo was like $13, which just seems wrong. And I don't know if it's because it's imported, like if maybe we'd end up getting charged $13 if we say wanted a can of Budweiser, because it would be an import here. But it's just confusing because the scale is all slightly wonky. So that's what we're up to so far today. Coming up on one last bit before we probably sign off on this video at least. Sort of a neat project that was intended to revitalize part of the riverside. The river's right over that way. Suddenly you get the breaking of some sort of wall. They have this whole like artificial swimming area, but it's got sand and it's all interconnected. And over there's a map of the city, which we'll go and check out. And they're turned on, and all these sort of water fountains and play areas. But they all connect back up through over this way and over that way through what approximates a natural water course. And so it's all of these water features all through the whole park, all eventually feed down to the swimming pools, and then it's recycled back up and used for irrigation in the park. So I'm not really sure exactly what the source of the water is for the park, if it's something that they're using recirculated water, or if it's just that they're not chlorinating the water such that they're able to use it also for irrigation. But it's really interesting because they've got this whole like stream riffle system coming down towards these water parks that would seem to help with increasing dissolved oxygen, and maybe in that sense aids in a treatment process coming down. But it doesn't smell like chlorine, and at least yesterday we saw all these ibis and different birds in the water. So clearly it's not toxic to all sorts of creatures. Ah, yes. We have the non-elusive, in fact ubiquitous, here in Brisbane so far, ibis. Their heads are kind of strange compared to our ibis. They have no feathers on their heads like a vulture might, but they don't seem to eat carrion. They do seem to.
Ibis crossed with a wood stork.
Yeah, an ibis crossed with a wood stork. Good point. They seem to like to scavenge randomly, and it's really pretty interesting. So all told, yep, that's what we're up to this morning, and we will try and post this later on today. And of course, later on today, actually being, well, I don't know which it would be yet at home. I guess it could be tomorrow. It could be.
No,
yesterday.
If it's not early in the morning today, then it's yesterday.
All right, so it's somewhere in there, but either way, we're doing well and having a good time so far. I hope this finds you well. Bye.